Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Tuesday, December 1st. I cannot believe it's already December. I hope this year's been good to you otherwise. Cranking down onto it, last 30 days, 31 days of the year. Hope you're ready for it, because I am. All right, today's work, dynamic range of motion during the warm-up, as we always do. Then we're gonna do 4 sets of 150-meter easy-paced row. The goal here is to just move through that row movement, nice and easy, kind of get primed for what's coming up a little bit later in the workout. 7 strict press with your bar, right here, no use of the legs. And then 7 bent rows from the top of the knee to just below the rib cage. 4 sets, nice, easy pace. We're gonna start off with some strict pull-ups today. If you recall, every Monday when we were squatting for the last 10 weeks, after we ended that cycle, we were working on pull-ups. I would like to continue that. It's not necessarily going to be every Monday, but we are going to throw in some strict pull-up work some point during the week, just so you know. Today's that day. So 5 sets at 70% of your max reps. So if you have a max rep of 10, you'll be doing 5 sets of 7 with a 2-minute rest in between. Think of this as body weight strength work. Okay? If you don't have strict pull-ups, let's work on your negatives today. Just a manageable number. We are doing 5 sets, so maybe it's 2s and 3s per round or per set for a total of, 10 to 15 total. Or you can work on your ring rows if you'd like. I would prefer, if you can manage them with no issues on your elbows or your shoulders, that you do negatives in place of ring rows. Okay, we get plenty of work on the ring rows or on the rings usually. So for those that have maybe been biasing towards the rings, let's go ahead and try to work on some negatives today. Again, if you have some issues going on, go ahead and do some ring rows. Think in terms of probably 15 to 20 per round. Okay, just get some overall pulling today. Cool? Then once we're done with that, we're going to do 10 kneeling landmine presses with a 500-meter, I got to grab my bar real quick, a 500-meter moderate paced row after each round. So some fairly low-level conditioning / strength work today. The 10 kneeling landmine press, that'll be on each side, okay? You'll kneel on the ground. Whichever leg is forward, you're going to be pressing with the other hand. And we've done these before a couple times in class. You're going to press. The beauty of the kneeling press and the landmine press is it has a slightly forward inclination on the press. I would suggest that every person uses a 45-pound bar because of the length of the bar. A 35-pound bar is shorter. The leverage is a little bit different on the ground, and it's not necessary because the collar height or the collar width is the same. Just the poundage is different. And it being leveraged against the floor should make for a fairly easy push for most people, okay? We'll get our knee here, 10 presses. Really avoid a big kind of heave with this. Just stay nice and steady. Press, switch sides, press, 10. And then let's hop on the rower for 500 meters. Moderate pace means, let's say my average is 145, or excuse me, my PR is 130, then a moderate pace would probably be like 145-ish. Something that you would row in a workout with rounds is probably a moderate pace. You're not maxing out each time, right? Something that'll get your heart rate up, just get some extra low-level conditioning in it, okay? Then once we're done with that, it's supposed to be a nice day today, according to the weather. So we're going to hit a 400-meter heavy goblet carry using the horns, carrying by the horns. So what that means for you, instead of upside down, you're going to hold it by the horns right here, as heavy as you can tolerate for 400 meters. Don't be afraid to break, take a rest, come back up into this position and carry it further. This is 35 pounds. It's pretty light. heavy on, say, like my end or some of the other males in the gym are going to be like 53, maybe even 70. It's a fairly leveraged position. You're going to feel this in your chest, triceps, and in your shoulders, and that's the point. Make it tough on yourself. 40 meters, if you have to break, that's fine. Being able to use 2 arms, you shouldn't have to break too much, even if it's fairly heavy. Cool? And then once we're done with that, guys, call it a day. Hit the ROM WOD when you get a chance. Hope you're taking advantage of it. I hope you have a great Tuesday. Happy December. We'll catch you tomorrow.